December, and while it is not snowing yet, it is time to get the RV ready for cold weather. And you know what? We're gonna do it together. Are you ready? Let's do this. Woo! Hey everybody, David, aka RVJedeye, and you know, this is probably not going to be one of the sexier videos I ever do here, but it's a very important one. Right now it is December. It's starting to get cold here in the Pacific Northwest, and while it hasn't snowed yet, there have been a couple of nights where it has gotten down close to freezing. And I want to make sure that we protect this RV as much as possible. I've seen a lot of different folks talk about whether or not they should winterize or not winterize their RV, specifically their Travatos, and I am going to do that today. Now, I am familiar with the winterization process. When I used to have my old Class A, aka the Death Star, I did do a full-on winterization process, you know, a couple of years ago. And the time has finally come. This is my last RV stop for the winter, so I am going to have to do a unusual thing for the very first time here in Wisconsin. I am going to pack up my RV as if I were closing it up, but I'm also going to winterize it. Now in my RV, in the back where I have the hoses for the water, that's where my water release valve is. You just want to turn that up and let all of the water drain out of your tank. As I was letting the water out, then boom, it came out. Okay, so I got hit with the water. Oh. Not quite the way I wanted to do it, but at least the top is out. Now I gotta find the top. Let's just finish draining this thing out. Again, like all of your water systems, you want to drain them out because you don't want anything in there for storage. You don't want anything to get frozen while it's in storage as well. Top off the siphon hose. It's now time to try and bring the antifreeze all the way through the RV. All right, this time I think I have it. Let's try it again. Let's turn on the pump. Let's see if the antifreeze is going through. I got it through one. Let's check the others. So that's it. Everything's winterized. About to drive the RV in and shut her down. Oh, I can't wait to get back out again next year. Now, when I did that winterization for the RV, I was living in Green Bay and I stored my RV throughout the winter and really stored it as if I was not going to use it. This time, I am going to winterize the Travato, which is a 2018 Winnebago Travato 59g, with the idea that I will be using this during the winter, going out and doing some camping as well. So first things first, we are going to head over to Fred Meyer, pick up some RV antifreeze. That's really important. You want to make sure you're getting the RV antifreeze. And then we are going to winterize this RV. and get it ready for the cold nights that are no doubt slated to come here pretty soon. So here we are at Fred Meyer's. We are going to go inside in just a bit and get some RV antifreeze. In the meantime, we are going to drain the water here in the RV. It's pretty much empty, but we're going to open up the lines and just get the last bit of drinking water out of here. I've already dumped my tanks the last time out, so everything is clean out of that, the gray and black tanks. We're just going to do the water here, pick up the antifreeze, and then put the antifreeze back in through all of the lines. So the first thing that we need to do is drain the water from the Truma system. That way, when we pump in antifreeze, nothing will go into the Truma system as well. And then we also want to drain out our freshwater tank. Again, most of this has already been drained, but we're going to make sure that it's all set. So let's take you through the process for that. So we have to take our back cushions off and our bottom cushion there, and then lift this up. We'll put this over here as well, and then here are your lines. Now this one is for the Truma system. We want to turn that in line, so that is going that way, and then we're going to take this and plop this up, and that is going ahead and draining all of the water out of the Truma system. Here, back in the back, the silver, you want to turn it full that way. And right now, all of the water, all of the fresh water, all of the water out of the Truma is coming out and hitting the ground. Once that's all drained, we'll close up some of these and then start getting the antifreeze in. So I have the water draining out of the RV. Again, not a lot left in the freshwater tank, so it's not too bad. Plus it's raining, or starting to rain here, so I don't feel bad about letting the water out. Time to go in, pick up the antifreeze. Again, you want to make sure that you're getting RV antifreeze to pump into your system. You know, one of the things I really love about working here at Fred Meyer is that they have a little bit of everything. Obviously, they have the RV antifreeze. Again, when you're putting antifreeze into your vehicle, you want to make sure that it is RV antifreeze, and so that's what we have here. Let me show you underneath the sink. Normally there is a filter there, but on my RV, they bypass that. Let me show you. See, now back here is where normally a water filter would be, but they took that out and bypassed it. I do use a water filter, having water coming into the RV with my Camco water filter, and then I also use a water pitcher for drinking water. So I'm pretty good about that. I think the water has been fine, and it looks good. So there's no filter to have to drain out there, which is nice. So the next thing you want to do is take off this panel here. Pops right there, and this is the hose that you are going to use to put into the RV antifreeze right here. But the first thing you want to do is you want to turn this to winterize, which is down. So that's set. You then want to open your antifreeze And you want to put this siphon hose into the antifreeze, because that's what we're going to use to pump it through the system. So the next thing we want to do is turn on the water pump, and we want to let that pressurize, get that RV antifreeze all throughout everything before we start testing the actual sinks, and make sure all of the pink is getting through. The system should be pressurized right now. Time to start checking all of the faucets. So you want to make sure the pink antifreeze is going through both sides of your faucet, both the cold and hot. So we got that going on there. Now it's time to check the bathroom. So the sink is done. Now need to do the same with the toilet. Want to make sure that is filled with some pink antifreeze. Also want to do the hose right next to it. Make sure that that is has some antifreeze in it as well. So the toilet and the hose are both done. There's just one other location that we need to check, and that's the hose outside in the back. You want to make sure you check all of your hoses and make sure that's all set. So let's go back outside and check those hoses. So the back hose is done. This bad boy is winterized. Time to clean everything back up. So I didn't get a chance to do the macerator pump for the gray tank. I will do that the next time I dump. So right now what I'm going to do is pour some RV antifreeze in the kitchen sink, let that sit there, and then next time when I go out and I dump my tank, I will have that go through the macerator and it should be okay. But right now the weather is going to be fairly mild for the next several days, so I'll have some time to come back and do that. So next up, you want to pull out your hose. And we'll go there, put on the white cap to protect your line. You're also going to want to switch your valve back to regular, not to winterize, and then you'll put this in, and also get the cover back on. If I can do this. Now you may be wondering about my shower drain. Well, I haven't used the shower because I still have to put the shower in, so there's nothing in that drain. And then the drain container that's there, the little cover on there is kind of broken anyway. So I'm not going to throw any antifreeze down there this time. Maybe next year when I do it, I'll do that. So the very last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip this back down, and over here where the fresh water tank is, we'll turn that back, and we'll leave it like that. We'll leave this in line like that until we de-winterize it in the spring or later in the year. But for right now, we'll leave it like that, and I believe that is going to be it. So there you have it. This is how I'm winterizing my new to me RV, my 2018 Winnebago Travato 59g. The process went fairly quickly, probably about 15 to 20 minutes all in all. The RV antifreeze was about $5. And I figure, why not do it to protect the RV lines? You know, some people debate whether or not here in the Pacific Northwest, whether or not you really need to winterize, but heck, you know, again, it wasn't that expensive. Took just a couple of minutes, and now I have a little bit of peace of mind as I get through December, through the cold months, when it starts to get warm again, and I can de-winterize, fill everything up, and start enjoying it again. I think this was a great lesson to learn, at least for me, because this was the first time to do it, and it really shouldn't intimidate you. Once you know where all your valves are, it goes like this, and you'll be able to do it and not have to think about it anymore during the winter months. But remember, I am taking this bad boy out, and when I do, I'll keep some antifreeze with me when I use the bathroom, and then also eventually dump the tanks again. But right now, we're set to go, ready for the winter. Hey, that's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you follow me all over social media at RVJedeye. And then, of course, you can always follow me on my website at RVJedeye.com. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. I hope you give me a thumbs up, like the video, and share it out. The more people we can get to follow this, the better the channel will be, and the bigger it'll grow. I hope you have a great holiday season. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.